And blurry.
Sure are.
It must be the booze kicking in.
The Blondie.
Yeah.
How we doing? Back again.
Back
Must be
again.
It
And
must
this
be
time it's
Tuesday.
April.
April.
Was it
right?
April? Is this the first movie April or the second movie? Second movie.
First.
This is the first movie April?
Yeah, bro, because March Madness ended.
Oh, you're right. Absolutely right. Yeah. April 1st, April 6th.
Yeah. So
Cool. What we watch?
kick up.
I
So
know
for
what we watch.
April, which because I usually always pick all the movies for April because it's like my birthday month. So I usually try to pick out, I like to add
Greedy bastard.
and stuff. Fuck you, motherfucker! I let you get a whole month. So
I
yeah,
know.
I decided because I kind of was like hit with I had to come up with it last minute because I was just bullshitting around. So me and you both picked up the Arrow Blu-ray restoration that obviously Arrow just put out. So I figured, hey, give me a reason to check this out, and then we could.
It's the best movies ever looked on disc. Right?
Yeah, and this is one of my. I mean, Jaws is my all-time favorite.
I'm not saying that's a good thing, but it's the best movies ever looked.
Jaws is my all-time favorite shark movie, and this has always been probably my second favorite, like great white shark movie.
Yeah.
I've always been a huge shark movie guy. Jaws has just always been such a big part of my fucking childhood, man. Jaws was probably my mom's favorite movie, and she would watch all four of them over and over. Every time, 4th of July would come, Jaws time.
Well, I guess there's 3 of these. I had never seen the other 2 though.
I think I've only seen the second one. I own all 3 of them though, but I don't think they're any
Really?
good. Yeah. But yeah. So we'll be.
Yeah, we both downgraded. We're gonna buy the 4Ks. We heard the 4Ks. I mean, this movie is a grainy movie, and it just the grain, the CGI. I don't think the 4K in this is gonna look much better than what the 1080p one does. So
I'm completely fine with this, honestly.
it's tough to do a movie that's underwater because all the compression and stuff. It's tough to really get a good copy on that, but it looks good. I was happy with it.
Yeah, and I love the artwork that they chose for it.
Yeah,
It's
And
cool.
and it's got a reversible cover on the inside, so it's got the new artwork.
Yeah, I was gonna, but because like usually like these artworks are different. Usually like they would just put this artwork on here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then
I'm
I
not really.
would
I
reverse it, but I actually
what,
really
what do you like that? I don't know. I'm not too big
I
on that. I
love
like the
I
original
love
one better.
oh, I haven't tried it yet, but I do love it. But I have it on VHS with the original artwork, so I haven't had like I haven't felt a huge need to switch it, but let's see how it looks really quick. I really like the clear case with this one.
Yes, I do. I like that.
I
That's
I I,
that's sort of the artwork. Yeah.
I always love.
The dog's trying to snatch. It's pretty close. Yeah, it's the original. They just cut the tagline out of the bottom. The dog's trying to grab my AirPods out of my ears. Don't you snatch my AirPods, you little beggar.
I'll have to look once we dive into the movie a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what there is for horror news, but I'm curious to see what I know they obviously put some archival features like from the Blu-ray onto this, but I'm curious what new stuff they added because obviously that's always a big thing, special features. So I'm really curious what new stuff they put on here. I know there's two new audio commentaries, one from the screenwriter Duncan Kennedy and one from filmmaker and critic Rebecca McKendry. So I would have rather seen a new audio commentary though, like with Samuel Jackson or something, but that's probably too hard to
I
come
don't
by.
think he didn't do the original, so he ain't get to that.
No, he didn't. It was just Rennie. Oh no, he did. Archive audio commentary by director Rennie Harlan and star Samuel Jackson. So that's pretty fucking cool. I'm gonna have to watch that because I've never listened to that.
Yeah, there's some deleted scenes. I watched those, and
yeah, I didn't really get to watch much. I watched whatever I did when I was.
In the deleted scenes, it showed that the blonde chick, slept with Stellan Skarsgård because they had a bed scene.
Oh, the blonde chick. That
right, which
I do. I do
why she was so broken up about him.
Right. Well, I always figured they were a thing.
Right.
And I think I have seen that. So for horror news, we got Happy Death Day 3 is officially announced. That wasn't an April Fool's joke, so we're gonna be getting a Happy Death Day 3.
Seemed like it would be an April Fool's joke.
Yeah, you would think, but no. It's like that Groundhog Day slasher type thing. The first two weren't bad, and they announced 6 upcoming Stephen King adaptations arriving in 2025. First, we got The Monkey. June 6th, we get Life of Chuck, which is going to have Loki, Tom Hiddleston in it. So that'll be cool. September 12th, we're getting The Long Walk, and both of those are going to theaters. The last two I said. And then we get November 7th, The Running Man, which I believe that's going to be directed by Edgar Wright. Who I think did Shaun of the Dead.
I wonder if we're going to get a book accurate Running Man.
Yeah,
because
I'm not.
The Schwarzenegger one was like not a lot.
No,
not a lot like a book at all.
I'm curious too if it's the remake of the movie or the book, or is it going to be a real adaptation of the book? And then it's still to be announced like the actual date, but it is supposed to come out in 2025. I'm guessing somewhere in October. The Welcome to Derry show coming to HBO Max, and then The Institute is coming out in 2025. Which I feel like I've heard of the book called The Institute, but I don't know what it's about. Friday, April 4th, these new 9 horror movies released this week. Shiver Me Timbers, Opus from A24, Scream Boat, which is in theaters, 825 Forest Road, which that's on Shudder right now, Parvulus, which I feel like you said something about that, Parvulus. Maybe not.
Shiver Me Timbers sounds like something I would show on Discord.
Freaky Tales, Hell of a Summer. I want to see this Freaky Tales. but Pedro Pascal. That looks cool.
I heard Hell of a Summer wasn't all that great.
Oh, really? I thought it had like a 6 out of 10 though.
Mm.
And we also got The Monkey on digital this past week. And shouldn't we April?
We also got
8th
Mickey 17 came out on digital as well.
Oh, I was gonna say I thought that came out tomorrow or Tuesday. That it came out
came
already.
out Friday. Yep.
Okay. Oh, and I guess they're Steven Soderbergh has terrifying ideas for Contagion follow-up. That could be cool. And Soderbergh just came out with a new movie called like
Presence.
Black Cat.
Presence.
Presence?
Yeah, it's a haunted house movie. I haven't watched it. I heard it was all right though.
By Soderbergh?
Yeah.
No, he has something else on it. It's on streaming.
Well, Presence is on streaming now. That came out in 2024. I just got
Presence.
that. I heard it was good, but I haven't seen it. Some people say it's a little slow. Right.
Oh, I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, I got up
The
on
one. Oh, okay. The one I'm talking about. I just saw something on it. Maybe it wasn't Soderbergh. Maybe it was somebody else. What the fucking update? It's got fucking. Oh, they dropped a trailer for Tron Ares. I didn't even see that.
I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I saw it.
It's got Jared Leto in it. That kind of scares me. That Bring Her Back trailer looks sick, and I think they announced the trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's too. Oh, and look, Liam Neeson brings back the Naked Gun.
Yeah, I'm conflicted about how that's gonna go.
Liam Neeson, he can't be a Leslie Nielsen.
Well, Leslie Nielsen's going to be a Leslie Nielsen. I mean, Leslie Nielsen was a serious actor all his life.
Liam Neeson does have some good comedic chops.
Yeah, we'll see. But
to be like a series, but we'll see.
I understand it's not supposed to be a reboot. It's supposed to be like a sequel. We'll see.
Yeah. Oh, that Bondsman with Kevin Bacon came out.
Yeah, I saw the first episode. It was all right.
I liked it.
I haven't watched it.
I got to finish the
last
last two
first
episodes.
yet.
And it's not horror. Me and Scarp have been watching Mobland with Pierce Brosnan and Tom Hardy. And it's like obviously Mobland is like English gangsters, and that shit is fucking awesome, dude. So I highly recommend checking that one out. And I know Black Mirror season 7 premieres April 10th. So
yeah, I gotta get caught up on that show, and I guess they're doing a sequel to that one with the spaceship, the Star Trek ripoff. Is getting a sequel. Yeah, I've never seen it. I understand it's good though. And the girl that was in Penguin, the one that played the head of the family there, Falcone, she's gonna be in an episode of it.
I did see that. Yeah. We get Last of Us season 2 premiere April 13th on Sunday.
I don't remember what happened in that show. Do you?
Well, I'm sure they'll catch you at the beginning.
2 years.
Of the episode.
I know. Not much really happened. So.
Well, you're gonna fucking watch it anyway, so.
I will.
Exactly.
But I may rewatch the
Sinners is coming out April 18th. Yeah, or they might recap it. They probably will recap it in a 2-minute scene at the beginning.
I'm just gonna watch that episode with the guy from Eastbound and Down over here. Yeah, and I think Walking Dead Mad City is coming out in April or May, and the previews look pretty good. So we'll see how that goes.
Which one?
Walking Dead Mad City.
Oh, Dead City, not Mad.
Dead City with Tig from Sons of Anarchy's in it.
Right. Yeah, that would be interesting. I've been waiting for that one. See if there's anything else. Oh, they did. I guess because they had this con going on. They released some stuff at this con about the new Predator Badlands movie coming out. So we might be getting like a teaser trailer for that at some point. And I know I talked about it, but I know John Carpenter officially got his Walk of Fame star in Hollywood. So fucking congratulations.
Yeah, the video is up on the YouTube. It's worth watching. Check it out.
I know Kurt Russell and
Nicotero, Kurt Russell, and Keith David.
Keith David, yeah. Yeah, so
interesting enough, the person that wasn't there, should have been there, was Jamie Lee Curtis, man. She owes him a lot.
Right.
She wasn't there.
Seriously. Oh, this is actually a big one. So the Black Phone 2 got Blumhouse came out and said that because we didn't know. Remember when we saw it, we were like, we heard there was going to be a sequel. I was like, is it going to be a prequel? It's going to be a sequel. And I guess Blumhouse has been trying to get the rights to Freddy for years and can't. So what they're going to do with Black Phone is, because remember he died in the basement, and you remember all those kids in the basement.
Vaguely.
Well, excuse me. Well, supposedly Ethan Hawke is going to be like a version, is going to be kind of like a Freddy-ish character, where he's going to be like, you know, he's going to be fucking with the kid.
How did he die? Spoilers. I remember.
I think he gets, you know, like a axe to the throat or something. And he breaks his leg through the floor. I forget, man.
I had to watch it. I like that movie. I know you didn't like it, but I liked it.
I wanted more Ethan Hawke though, but I'm curious to see what the hell they're gonna do with this, man.
So it is Ethan Hawke is coming back?
Yeah, Ethan Hawke's coming back, and he's gonna play like a Freddy type character. He's gonna be the same character, but he's gonna be dead and like haunting the kid from the grave or whatever, basically. And it's supposed to be like a straight up like rip off of Freddy, but it sounds cool, kind of honestly. Yeah, Michael Fassbender is in the Black Bag. That's what it's called, dude. I watched season 1 of the White Lotus show. It's literally just like 3 families going on some luxurious ass trip, and it's like you just follow them for a week. Nothing like even, I feel like nothing even happens. You're just watching this family like on a fucking vacation. It's so weird. I don't know why people are raving about it. And
well, isn't Walter Goggins in that?
Huh?
Walter Goggins is in that, right?
In season 3.
Oh, I thought he was away from the beginning. Oh, he wasn't?
No, I think they bring in new people each season, but they do bring a few of the same people back. I gotta watch season 2, but it was only 6. Season 1 was only 6 episodes. Season 2 has Christopher Moltisanti from The Sopranos. I know.
Oh, does he?
But yeah, people rave about it, man. I don't know. I think season 2 is supposed to be better though than season 1. Season 1 wasn't bad, but I just didn't understand what the rave was about, because it was literally like not much really happened, man. It was like a drama, and you just like it was like the day in the life of these rich people at a fucking luxurious fancy ass hotel in the Bahamas or whatever. It was so fucking weird, man. I just don't understand what was like. I thought there was going to be like some big murder mystery or something, and shit never happened. Zach Krager's horror epic Weapons described as batshit insane. That's what I like to fucking hear. So that would be sick. Hurry Up Tomorrow trailer sends The Weeknd and Jenna Ortega on psychological noir odyssey. So Jenna Ortega and The Weeknd, that rapper, are going to be in a horror movie together. That's interesting. I guess Zach Krager previewed his Resident Evil movie and says how different it is from all the others. But man, I tell you, if you ain't got nothing to watch, check out that Bondsman, because it definitely has that like vibe of Ash versus Evil Dead.
Yeah.
But I thought it was fun, man.
Liked it.
It's got like a little, like over the top cheesy vibe, but it's fun, man. And there just hasn't been much like.
Yeah, well, Kevin Bacon's always good.
He's always good, man. So definitely worth a watch. So yeah, that's is there anything you want to mention? Do we have anything I'm forgetting? Blu-rays releases or something?
Not that I know.
So Deep Blue Sea, motherfucker. So man, I remember fucking what year did this come out?
98, I think, 97, somewhere in there.
I remember though seeing this at the drive-in when I was a kid. I would have been like 5 years old, depending on what year. I'm trying to think, but I do remember seeing this at the drive-in, and I just absolutely love this movie, dude, from the get-go. Yeah, 99. So I'd have been sick. I'd have been like 5. Yeah. Or wait, yeah, I'd have been like 5, maybe going on 6, depending on when it was.
I was 37.
Cool. You got Thomas Jane, Saffron Burrows, Samuel Jackson, Michael Rappaport, Stellan Skarsgård, Ada Turturro from Sopranos, LL Cool J, which I think LL Cool J I think he did H2O right after this or before. I'm trying to think, when did H2O?
H2O, I think it was around the same time. 99.
I want to say that, yeah, it was either right before or right after. I want to say H2O was 2000. No, I could be wrong now. But yeah, so this one had a good score. I always thought 98. So this H2O, then Deep Blue Sea. So yeah, back to back.
Yeah, I always loved Thomas Jane right from the beginning with The Punisher.
This, man.
And then he did that show Hung that was good on HBO, and then he did The Expanse for a while. I always liked Thomas Jane.
Man. You're still in the nutsack, my man.
I was -5.
Evan's like, I was -5. Yeah, man. I love the opening when the kids, like, they're partying on the pool, and then it's starting off like a regular old like Jaws movie or something.
Right.
Fucking Thomas Jane just comes to fucking save the day, man. Thomas Jane is just, when I was watching this as a kid, I just always was like, that dude is a badass dude. Like, no wonder he got the Punisher. Because it's like, this motherfucker is wrangling sharks and shit, bro. Like, he was badass.
Yeah, well, I think the Punisher was before this too, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was. Punisher was like 96, 97, somewhere in there. Right?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 2004, dude.
The Punisher is 2004?
You're talking about Dolph Lundgren's 89 Punisher.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know that
I
one.
was going to say there's no way, because he was older. But he did still have that blonde hair. But yeah, dude, I fucking love this movie, dude. I think it has a great cast. I love the set. I love that they're like in the middle of nowhere at this like science research center, and I just love like the underground part, like the underwater stuff, where they got like this whole underwater like lab, and like cages, and they got these sharks that they're trying to cure Alzheimer's disease with these sharks, and they end up fucking with them, and they turn these sharks.
She ends up doing genetic bullshit she shouldn't be doing.
Shit they shouldn't
so she's basically the equivalent of like
they become some genius ass sharks, and there's 3 of them, and they begin fucking hunting these fucking humans, man. And it all goes bad once Stellan tries to, get a little brain sample, and this fucker takes his arm off. And I just remember that, man, and
smashes him against the glass and drags him around.
All white floor, and then just the pure blood everywhere, man. This movie, man, when this came out, dude, I don't know what a lot of other people thought. Maybe, some people might not have been fans of this. I always thought this movie was exactly what it was, just a great, fun, badass shark movie with, it was that 99, this was a part of its time, that 99, 2000 era with, you got the rapper, you got LL Cool J, and then you got, still a great cast in there, and I just thought this movie was fucking awesome.
But this movie did lead to, like, the whole plethora of CGI animal movies on like the Sci-Fi Channel, where you saw the mega shark against octopus and all that.
Yeah,
all that owes to this movie. I think they all started it around that time.
I believe it. There is practical in here though, because like when
right,
and then when there is practical, But obviously, they couldn't do all practical with some of these big ass underwater
Right.
scenes. They just, it couldn't be
Yeah,
helped.
I mean the CGI isn't bad. It hasn't aged well,
No,
but
there is
it's
some wonkier scenes than
wonky
others,
CGI,
but
right?
there's a
But the
lot of
movie's
still
fun. You can
hold up.
overlook all that, the
Yeah.
effects.
I love the design of the sharks because I don't know if they're like classic, like great white sharks.
I think it's supposed to be like a whatever. But he
I
said what kind of shark it was. I forget what it was.
Yeah, because I don't know if they're like two different ones, but I love
Right.
the look of these. I love the look of these sharks in this.
Right. Well, I
Um,
can tell you right now, if there was no Deep Blue Sea, there would be no Meg.
uh,
The Meg
yeah,
owes everything to this movie.
oh yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. So I was gonna say, what do you think about the movie? And you remember when you first saw this back in the day?
I don't think I
Because
saw it in the
I
theater.
saw this at the drive. I saw it at the drive-in, man. It was
I think I saw it on video, but oh yeah, I always liked it. It's cheesy in spots,
this
but
was
it's
a big.
fun.
I
And
rented
of
this
course,
movie so much.
this movie is going to be remembered from now till the end of time because of the deaths in the movie, especially that one notable death of Samuel L. Jackson, because
Oh yes, yeah.
that's the part everybody's going to remember,
Oh,
and that's the part that's really made this movie notorious and really helped make it what it is, because it's the greatest death that comes out of nowhere.
yeah.
There's good deaths. There's good deaths in the movie. This movie had good deaths in
There's
it.
some good deaths. There's some good great, and there's
But
some really good. There's some
that's the
really
one
good
everybody
scenes.
remembers.
Like when the fucking flood, when it's the place is flooding, and LL Cool J is kind of
Right.
like looking for his bird. There's some, and that's all practical. And
Right.
there's some good, really tense shots in this. Rennie Harlan did. I thought Rennie Harlan did a great
Yeah,
job.
well, he was the director back there with Twister and everything
Yeah,
else. He was the director for this shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say nowadays he's with his Strangers Part One. I don't have much faith in him.
He
but
made
back
then
then,
he made that
he was the man.
Cutthroat Island with his wife there, and it all went down to hell. But I think that's the movie that sunk him. I think was Cutthroat Island.
That's why you never work. That's why you never work with your significant other. Only Carpenter can do that. But yeah, man, I just fucking always loved this movie. I was gonna say too, man, like I rented this movie so much back in the day. This was just a guilty pleasure. Because I felt like Jaws was like a little bit more like I love Jaws. I could watch it over and over. It felt a little bit more serious, just a little bit more. Where this one I could have a lot more fun with, and it was just a little bit more laid back. Obviously, with the science and the genius science, sharks and all that, it just felt a little bit more. And it was a part of this era, man. You could tell this movie came out in the 90s or early 2000s. It just definitely had that vibe, dude. Good kills in this movie. Even the CGI didn't annoy me. I was gonna say the CGI never has really annoyed me. I noticed when I watch it now, I notice some of the CGI a little bit more than I ever have, but it doesn't bother me. I think it all works out pretty good. There's a couple scenes where it looks a little wonkier, but for the most part, they did a lot of the stuff in practical. The stuff they did in CGI, I feel like was stuff they just absolutely had to, just to save money. This was the new thing, CGI, but they didn't go overboard with it. I thought they had a great amount of practical effects in this. And I think they hit a good sweet spot with it, man, because the practical effects on the sharks were great, man. The fucking practical sharks in this looked fantastic.
Yeah, they look better than the original Jaws shark, that's for sure.
I was going to say, man, kill it. But, I couldn't tell you how many times I rented this movie, dude. Just countless, dude.
Yeah, well, this is just your classical Frankenstein story of like a scientist messing around with shit she shouldn't be messing around with, and I think it's interesting. Some of the deleted scenes they take the main character, the Saffron Burrows character, and they try to humanize her, and they cut him because they wanted her to, she was somebody that was gonna die in the end and get her comeuppance.
Yeah,
and I think they did a good job of that. You're shocked that they actually had the guts to kill the main female star of the movie, even though she was somebody that deserved to be killed. So a lot more wouldn't do it. They'd have him
I
pair up with
always
Thomas
thought
Jane.
Thomas Jane. I know she is like the main star, but to me,
Right.
it was always Thomas Jane. You know?
Yeah. Well, I'm just talking about the main woman of the girl in the movie, the love interest, because they always normally don't kill that
She
much.
technically is, she is really the main character, but she's
Right.
kind of like she's the evil scientist in a way, but they kind of try to humanize her too in a way where it's she is trying to do it for a good reason and all this. It's not like she's just some fucking sadistic, crazy fuck. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, good balance, and with practical and CGI, I agree. It's kind of ironic because The Mist is another popular horror movie that Thomas Jane was in, and some people aren't big fans of the CGI in that either. Man, The Mist is a super, super popular movie. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard much about the CGI, but I believe you. CGI and that don't really bother me. Um, I actually though own both versions, and I actually go and watch the black and white cut a lot of times, and the black and white cut of The Mist looks a lot better. You know what I mean? You're muted. You're muted.
That hides a lot of the problems with the CGI in that movie too. But I
I
love
guess
it because
Haven't
it
seen
fits the
some
movie
people
so
complain
well.
about that. Some people,
Yeah.
I didn't know people really complain about the CGI in The Mist, but I think the black and white hides it really well.
Right.
It's never
But
really bothered me, but I haven't watched it in a while.
yeah.
I need to watch my 4K.
Well, I was happy that the two best characters in the movie are Thomas Jane and LL Cool J. So them living in the end, it makes sense, and it's a good solution to the end of the movie.
Yeah, it's one of the few movies
Final
where no
guys.
are only final guys. Yep.
Yeah.
The age of final girls was over, motherfucker. It was time for the final guys to make their way.
Right. I love how the whole sequence with LL Cool J where he's trying to escape the shark by going into the oven, and the shark
Yeah.
turns the oven on and he blows it up. That's a great sequence.
Turns the burners on, baby.
I love the
Turns
fact that he
burners.
shoots Thomas Jane at the end with the thing. He misses him. But I
Goes through his leg or whatever.
yeah. I mean,
I just love seeing.
there's so many shark movies, and the majority of them are terrible. And this is one of the ones I think it can stand up with Jaws. I think.
I was gonna say it's definitely not.
All these Jaws too.
I was gonna say
Stand up with Jaws too.
it's definitely not as good as Jaws, but I've always said that like behind Jaws, this is right up there, because for some reason they just never. But there is another good one called Shark Night that I always really liked. You ever see that Shark Night? That's a great movie.
No, the only one I saw that I thought was the equal of Jaws and
I still say Deep Blue Sea
is that one where the two people are floating in the water,
Open Water.
open water. I thought that was pretty good.
That one was good. I have not seen that in a long time. I think that came out on That was a TV movie.
No, that was a real movie. It was a real movie.
It wasn't a TV movie?
No.
Maybe I just saw it on TV. I don't know.
Yeah. No, it was good. I like that.
Was it?
Very suspenseful.
Wasn't that based on a true story, though, or something?
I think so. I mean, even Jaws was based on
Well, it was based on a book.
a book.
But Shark Night is fun, man. You got to check out Shark Night. That's a good one. That's a really fun one.
And now the movie, I forget the girl that's in it with that 47 meters below. That was all right.
47 meters down is good. They're both of those are actually. There's two of them.
I've only seen the first one. That was all right.
Both of them are good.
There's a few good ones, but vast majority of them,
The Shallows is good.
I heard that was all right. I haven't seen that.
That's a good
I
one.
saw that. I thought Black Death one was horrible. They have so many terrible ones.
Oh
That was
God, that was insane. The Meg is good, but those are very like.
I like the Meg. The Meg is like this. The Meg is kind of like this.
I say a little bit lower, in my opinion.
Well, maybe just a little bit more comedy.
I like the Meg 2 better than the first Meg, which I feel like. I like the Meg 2 better, but
yeah, those are good, but I don't take them seriously as real shark movies.
I think this one was like right in that middle sweet spot where it's fun, but it has some serious points, like where there is some really intense moments. You know what I mean? And like when they're trying to helicopter, Stellan Skarsgård out, and there's the huge storm and all that. I mean,
Right.
there's some good intense scenes in this, where I don't get like really intense shit in the Meg. You know what I mean? That one's just very,
Right.
you know,
Cartoony.
yeah,
Really good.
cartoony. Or this one, has some. Of
Orca the Killer Whale, I just did watch a few
I
weeks
love Orca.
ago. It's okay. It's not on the same level as these though. It's kind of slow. It's okay though.
Orca. I love Orca the Killer Whale.
Yeah.
I don't listen to what Scarphead just said.
It's
Not
good.
slow. It's not
It's
slow.
good, but it's not on the same level as Jaws.
No, it's not. It's not as good as Jaws. But dude, it's fucking great, man, and it's sad. It's got more of like a sadness to it than.
Well, it's Moby Dick basically.
Yeah, but that Orca's fucking great, man. I love Orca, but I never count Orca because it's a killer whale. It's not a shark,
That's right.
I don't put that in with Jaws ever. I like that. To me, that's like the I forget
Yeah,
what
it's
I
a whale movie.
Yeah, it's a whale. But no, I'm saying like there's like there was a triple feature disc, and it would have Orca, and it was like animals that attack or something, or like it had like this tagline, and that's what I used to always call like Orca and Jaws. It was like part of this genre that was like animals that attack.
Yeah, Orca just came out from
Kino
on a 4K from Kino. Looks good too.
Yeah, I picked that up. I haven't watched it yet though. Yeah, I love movies like this. Always have. What would be your favorite scene? Cause I'm guessing it's Samuel Jackson, but you have another one by chance?
Well, I was gonna say favorite kill, and I won't say Samuel Jackson because everybody's gonna pick it. And that was really the best movie, obviously. I like my favorite kill besides Jackson would be the Michael Rappaport kill, where the dude gets electrocuted and then he gets bit in half, and his feet are like doing this in the bottom.
And then they fucking just chomp on that motherfucker, man.
So that's my favorite kill movie besides Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, Stellan Skarsgård's kill might be my favorite.
It was good, yeah, it was good too.
But they have a little
drag through, and then
the fur because it
smashed against the window.
Well, his goes wild because it starts with the arm,
right?
Then they take him to the helicopter, then
he gets messed up.
Helicopter crashes, and then he gets basically eaten by 3 sharks. You know what I mean? And then they take his body and then they smash it into the glass. I always thought that was great.
Yeah,
man.
they wanted to do that dude dirty.
I love the set design, man. The set design was great in this.
Dog's got a hold of me, won't let me go. All right. Manhandled over here.
They're fucking 3 pounds, man. Don't let them overpower you.
That dog is like 30 pounds, 29 pounds, that little dog.
Get the fuck off.
Yes. This one's 8 pounds. This is the smallest.
Oh, I was gonna say that one looks.
Well, Brandy's like 20. She's heavy.
Brandy, no way.
But she's the heaviest dog I got. She's like almost 30. She's fat. My mother keeps on dropping shit on the floor.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, Stellan Skarsgård's kill would probably be my favorite. Yeah, I thought that was a really great scene for sure.
Well, the movie gets you because you never
die.
No one ever thought that they'd kill off Samuel L. Jackson, at least that early in the movie.
No, definitely not. It's not early. I'd say like halfway.
Yeah, I guess it's about halfway.
About halfway.
That parrot needed to die. Yeah, she did. Yeah, he did. He needed to die.
Bird. Bird
is the word.
No, isn't that what he didn't even have a name? He just kept calling it Bird.
Right.
What's up, Bobby D? How you doing, brother?
But the shark eats the girl, eats Michael Rappaport, eats the other girl.
Stellan.
No, didn't eat him. He's still hanging. Remember in the movie? No, he doesn't. He's hanging. He finds him there. That's the guy he finds outside that's in the thing. He didn't get eaten. Go back and rewatch it.
Then who got chomped up by the 3? I thought that was Stellan.
No.
I'm
I
pretty
think that's
sure.
Michael Rappaport. Stell was still hanging there when they went out to fix the thing.
No, no way. I'm about to see right now because it's showing up. There, the shark's bringing him to the window. Or
Well,
to
that
the,
was afterwards because they don't find him until
I'm
later
just-
on.
and I'm pretty sure that they eat him because then they throw him into the glass. But maybe
No, they don't eat him yet.
I thought they rip him up into shreds. They rip somebody up into shreds, and then the three
Yeah,
of them
that's Michael
share.
Rappaport.
That's Rappaport. Okay, that's what I was asking. Yeah, the set designs in this were fucking great, man. I love the all white floor. I love like when they bring the shark up. You definitely get that kind of like Frankenstein vibe when they bring the shark up. You know what I mean? And they got the whole setup.
Well, they had a lot of like when did Leviathan and all those movies come out? Were those the 80s or 90s?
Leviathan.
Leviathan was like 89, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Because they did for a while there, they did a ton of those like underwater movies. They had of course, the Abyss, Leviathan. What was the other one they had? Deep Star
Deep
Six.
Star 6. Yeah, Deep Star 6.
So there was a bunch of these underwater things for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, underwater stuff was.
They weren't sharks; they were other things. But
Yeah, they were some type of creature or something.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah, no, I always thought this movie was good, well made, and probably one of the last few things Rennie Holland did that was good.
Yeah, Leviathan was 89.
Yeah.
Too good to.
One of them had Peter Weller in it, right? Which one was Peter Weller? That was Leviathan.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta watch Peter Weller's Screamers. I've been meaning to watch.
Good movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that one on VHS.
That's more sci-fi than.
Yeah. I was gonna say I know that's not like a underwater, but
Right. No, it's good though. It's good.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was gonna say like the score in this is pretty good too. You know, it's got decent
It's
music.
not bad.
It's got classic like late '90s, early 2000s type music, a little rap in there.
Right.
You know,
LL Cool J does the song at the end.
yeah. It's just classic like late '90s, early 2000s. Anything that had a rapper in it, they always had like very similar like soundtracks, and they always gave the rapper that was in the movie his song like
Right.
at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think that's one of the best things about this movie is the set designs. They killed it with the set designs. I can't stop saying just like I always loved the set designs in this and just how they flooded everything out. Because I mean, that would have been a pain in the ass to have to film through all that. Like they're flooding out these fucking places, you know what I mean? And then they got these fake sharks that they're, you know, it turned out good, man. That's why I think a lot of the stuff, you know, like some of the CGI is a little wonky, but the stuff holds up so well because they did so much of it practical.
Yeah.
And these set designs just look fantastic.
Yeah, I think the underwater stuff hides a lot of the wonky CGI, so there's
not scanners, screamers.
Screamers, yeah.
Did you guys watch Screamers on Discord or Scanners?
Yes, Screamers.
Oh, he said Scanners, or maybe it was a typo.
I think he meant that, but we watched Screamers on Discord at one point. Yeah.
Damn, I love that one. She's got them all hyped up, don't she? Yeah. What'd you think of it? Did you like Screamers too, Gun? Yeah, I figured typo. What'd you think? What did you think of Screamers? Was it good?
Screamers is your typical 90s, late 90s sci-fi film, but it's good.
You liked it?
I liked it.
I'm trying to think, man. Who would be your favorite character?
I'll probably say LL Cool J in this movie. I thought he was pretty good. Either him or Thomas Jane.
That's left field. I didn't think
Yeah.
didn't think that would be because LL Cool J and Thomas Jane are the ones that survived.
Yeah.
That's
No, they're good.
and LL Cool J survived Michael Myers too. That's a tough
That's right.
motherfucker right there. He probably was like, "Yo, I can't die, man. I'm a hardcore rapper, yo. What are my fans think of me if I die from a
He
shark?"
thought he was going to die because brother never gets out of these situations, but he did.
Right. All that shit.
He even
they
got
always
bit
say.
and dragged around by the shark, and they still couldn't kill him.
Right. They always act like the brother never lives, man. But LL Cool J lived, and he survived twice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I probably go with Thomas Jane. Thomas Jane's great. Fantastic. Always was my favorite in this. He always killed it. I'd say, what do you think the movie's trying to say? But I don't really care about that for this one.
It's trying to say that
Don't fuck with
it's
animals.
don't fuck with science. Don't
fuck with science.
Don't
fuck with Mother Nature.
That's right. Don't fuck with Mother Nature because we'll bite you in the ass, as Thomas Jane said in the movie.
Don't try to smarten up sharks because it will eat your ass.
That's why next year they're gonna try to bring back that woolly mammoth. So maybe that's gonna fuck
these motherfucking sharks out my motherfucking underwater station. Yeah, Michael Rappaport was great too. Good young Michael Rappaport. I liked him and Thomas Jane. They had like a nice little buddy thing. Don't mess with nature, that's for sure. So yeah, you wanna anything else you wanna say? You wanna rate this puppy?
Yeah.
You got anything for show and tell?
I do not.
Dude, what? Get the fuck out of here. You sure do. You better.
Yeah.
Otherwise we gotta talk for 10 more minutes.
No, you're not.
We gotta figure something out.
Well, why do we gotta talk for 10 more minutes? I'm gonna give this a solid 4. Solid 4 stars for me. It's a good one.
Yeah,
I'll deduct a point for the wonky CGI, but otherwise it's pretty good.
Yeah, because it's not Jaws. Jaws is a 5 all day for me. I'd probably go 4.25. I feel like I am like right around a 4, but I got nostalgia big time on this, so I'm gonna go just a little bump. I'm gonna go 4.25 because I fucking love this movie, man.
No, Dylan loves his bump. Dylan loves the bump.
I love a bump, baby. I love a bump. And
love
2
that bump.
degrees, man. 4.0. I'm glad you guys like this one, man.
It's got no bitch chained to a radiator, but hey, it's okay in my book.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I always enjoyed this one. Always. This is my first watch. I'd give it a 3. Hey, that's solid, man.
This movie before? How is that possible? How did Evan never see this movie?
I don't know. Well, because he was younger. So,
Dylan was watching it every night in the household there. You didn't see it once? Come on. Even Two Gun gave it a 4.
Well, I was watching it. I was watching it probably by myself in my room. And he would have been watching it,
You guys didn't have bunk beds?
No. I thought
you had bunkers.
No. I'm like 8. I'm like 10 years older than him.
Oh, well.
History shows again and again how nature destroys the folly of man. Hey, Billy. What's up, brother? Bobby D.
Voice the cult there.
Two Gun said I watched this a lot back in the day. I agree, man. I did the same. I watched this a lot back in the day. I definitely remember them watching it, laugh out loud, but I never did. I was gonna say, man, I watched this. My mom watched this. Me and my mom watched this all the time. So
yeah, because it was an R, but it wasn't really a hard R. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah. Honestly, it's kind of surprising that it's an R because almost you would think it's a PG-13, but there is blood. There is a good amount of blood and good kills. Yeah, I was gonna say.
But you gotta have Samuel L. Jackson say the motherfucker line. Motherfucker.
Well, as long if you can say fuck once in a PG-13.
That's now.
Maybe
that
not
wasn't
back
then.
then.
That wasn't back then. No.
Yeah, well, back in the day, you could say fuck this, fuck that in a PG movie. So,
Now you say it up on Paramount Plus,
right,
a TV show.
hell yeah. So yeah, man, we got fours all around. Fours, four from Bobby, four from Two Gun, four from you, a three from Evan. But if Evan would have watched this back in the day, he'd be right up there. But if I could see watching this for the first time, I'd probably be right at a three as well. But three's solid as fuck still. So yeah, man. Yeah, 4.25 from me.
It's a good one.
It's a great one. Definitely a really big guilty pleasure of mine.
And if you don't have it and you want to get it, I recommend this box set. It's best to have a look.
Yeah.
And I think you can get this for what, about $25, which isn't bad for a box set.
No, not at all. And yeah, so next Sunday we will be back to do Stephen King's Sometimes They Come Back.
And then other times they don't.
Yeah, actually, Two Gun sent me the VHS for this one. I don't actually own this on DVD, sadly. I don't, because the Blu-ray I think is hard to get, so I might have to see if I can pick up the DVD for this.
Well, now you can watch that.
Well, yeah, I know, but I've seen the movie, so I could watch it on the VHS. But obviously, for the review, we'd like to maybe watch this. I love this cover, man. Always love this cover. Such a great cover. I might have to watch it on tape, honestly, unless Scarpet shows it up on disc. I might have to, because that's the only way. I don't own it. I only own it on tape. But I've seen it before, so I wouldn't mind watching it on tape. Since I've seen it before. If it's like my first time watch, I probably would rather watch it on DVD.
I was just seeing if I had it on video.
Yeah, I don't. I think it might have came out on Blu-ray before, but
It's been on Blu-ray, but it's hard to get now.
Oh, and Billy gave it a 3. Deep Blue Sea gave it 3. And said Thomas Jane is one of his favorites. I could believe.
Yeah,
it.
I don't. I don't have it, but I think I have it up on Plex. But I don't know. It's around. It's also streaming. I know it's streaming in certain places.
I don't. Two Gun, are you able to see where is that streaming at by chance? Because I don't know if it is streaming. It could be on Prime.
I'll tell you in a second.
I think the DVD. Oh man, of course, and the DVD's $15 right now on Amazon. That's why I haven't picked it up, because I've been waiting to get it for a good price. Oh man, I appreciate that, Bobby. Always good having you join the chat, my brother. Always glad to have you. Yeah, I've been waiting for it to go down. Sometimes they'll have like a double feature of like the first and second one. They have the first, but this is sometimes they come back and sometimes they come back for more.
It's streaming on Amazon
for free.
And you have Prime, yeah.
Which is weird. They go from 1 to 3 on the 2-disc set, or they have one that has 1 and 2, but it looks like it's out of print.
Hey, come on.
Well, at least you can watch it. It's on Plex. It's on Amazon Prime. So
yeah, it's in HD on Amazon, so I might as well watch it up there.
So before we go, I ain't got much, but I got a Big Love complete collection on DVD. I had one last gift card for $25 that I hadn't used. Or actually, no, I'm sorry. I had sent back my blue because I had got the DVD set of Falling Skies, and I sent back that Blu-ray because that Blu-ray was like a cheap set. So I sent that back, and I had bought that set, that Falling Skies Blu-ray with the gift card. So I just used that balance and bought this. And I watched first season. First season was really good. I love Bill Paxton, so
Yeah, it's a good show. I enjoyed that show.
Yeah, it's it's a little different. It's a little different than stuff we normally talk about on DHS. But I love
It's
Bill
a
Paxton.
dramedy.
Yeah, but
Dramedies were all big the rage back then.
it's a good show though. And then this is what I had. I had a little $20 or $25 gift card, and this I was hearing this was really hard to get. People are selling this for like $150 on Macari and shit. And I ordered it. It said it wouldn't come for a month, and luckily it came a week later. I got it for like $20 because I had a $20 gift card, and it was the Twin Peaks from Z to A. And I was gonna just get it on DVD, but I had to get this because I think I paid $5 more. It was like 50 or 60 for the DVD set, but you'd only get the show. And this came with the Fire Walk With Me movie, which that's a $30 Criterion Blu-ray easy, maybe even more. So I was like, I'd end up spending $100 probably by the time I got, or at least the same if I got it off of Hamilton. Plus, this comes with the pilot and part 8 of the limited event series on 4K, which is cool. So, yeah, I never watched all of this, but I watched the first couple episodes and weird as fuck, man. So
it's strange. That's good.
Have you seen it all? Have you seen it all before, or
yeah,
you watched all the show before?
Mm.
I didn't know you've seen it all before. I thought because I remember me and you were watching. We watched a few episodes, or we watched.
Well, I saw. Obviously, I saw the show when it was on.
Oh,
and then I saw the Showtime thing when they aired that too. So.
Oh, the limited event.
Yeah, because that came quite a bit later.
Yeah. Well, it's only 2 seasons, and then the limited event, which is 1, so it's not that much.
Well, one thing you didn't announce is that they renewed Dexter Origins for a second season.
Oh yes, the prequel. Yeah, this is a show though, man. It's not binge worthy. It's like this is one that's you want to watch. Like this would work well week to week because it's so fucking weird. At least the 2 episodes I watched, where I was like, I don't think I can keep binge. I don't know if I can binge this. It
gets weirder. Those 2 episodes you watched were probably the most unweird of the bunch.
Really? That's crazy.
They going into dwarfs and other dimensions and all sorts of shit.
No way. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I might pop in an episode tonight because since I watched Mobland, I think I'm on episode 3 or 4. I gotta look. Because I was watching it on Prime. So, but yeah, super glad to own it. Because I'm not very well versed on David Lynch. The most I ever watched of his was The Elephant Man. I've seen bits and pieces of The Eraserhead, but I was never and I tried to watch Blue Velvet, but too much was going on at the house and I couldn't.
Yeah, Blue Velvet's probably my favorite of his movies.
That's when I gotta go back and rewatch and like get it. His movies, you have to be full attention. You know what I mean?
That's true of all movies.
Well, not like movies like Popeye the Sailor Man. You know what I mean?
Popeye the Slayer Man? Oh, yes.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Bubba the Redneck Werewolf we watched the other week.
That needs your full attention.
It does.
That was fantastic.
Mm.
That was fantastic. So you sure you don't got nothing?
Nothing.
Dude.
I had nothing. I didn't get anything in this week. I got video games, but we're not doing video games.
Dude, it's whatever you picked up this week, motherfucker.
I'm not showing video games. That's not bearing on anything. And I don't even have them handy.
You could have showed them. I'm showing off my big love set.
That's nice. Nope. I have nothing.
You son of a bitch.
I've been canceling a lot of shit of late. I'm not.
I have been too.
Prices on 4Ks are off the fucking wall.
I was gonna get hard eyes, but I can't.
It used to be that Amazon would put them out for $55 when they first got listed, and then drop them to like $25. Now they're dropping to like $40 for one disc. It's insane.
Yeah.
So I pretty much have made a pact that my pact is if I'm going to spend $40 or $50, it'll be on a boutique video box set of something I want.
Mhm.
All those other movies like 4K of newer films and stuff, I'll get them when they drop in price because they do. They drop in price pretty quick.
Oh, for sure.
I'm paying for them when they first come out. The downside is you may not get a slipcover. It does suck, but what can you do?
Right.
And and anything else. And now if it's a 4K that doesn't come with a Blu-ray, I'm probably not gonna buy it. I'll buy it on Blu-ray unless I really want the movie because it's just they're charging a lot of money. They should be putting even this movie. I said they should for what they're charging for this. This should be a 2-disc set. They should put the features on one set, one disc, and put the movie by itself on another one. They didn't. They crammed everything on one disc, even though they're selling this for $30 or whatever they're selling it for.
Yeah,
it's just ridiculous.
What?
Just not ridiculous.
I think it was 28.
Yeah, I know.
I think the 4K was like 30.
And unfortunately, with the way things are going now with physical media, prices are probably going to go up. They're not going to drop because they know they got small amounts of people buying them.
Yeah, I usually have like 10 things pre-ordered on Amazon. The only thing I have pre-ordered is Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X, and then that.
Yeah, I had all those. I had all those Clint Eastwood 4Ks ordered. They're coming up with 3 of them, like Dirty Harry and stuff. I canceled them all.
Yeah.
I'll pick them up when they drop in price because it's like $30. No, those are Warner.
Oh.
They're from Warner.
Yeah, I was gonna get Hard Eyes. I canceled that. I was gonna get that Nora movie from Criterion, but I'm probably gonna cancel that. I was gonna get Sonic 3. I think I'm gonna cancel that, but I wanted to get the slip because I got the slip with the second one.
Yeah, Companion. I had ordered on 4K. I dropped it down as just a Blu-ray. I still got that ordered, but that's about it.
Yeah,
The only thing I got coming out in April, really.
I didn't even order that. So.
The monkey I did order on 4K just because the price is only like $2 difference. So the price is $2 difference.
Yeah.
But I might even cancel that. We'll see. But then again, I found out what we watched was a work print. We didn't even watch a full version of it. That's why at the end there's no credits. It says in titles. That what got released was leaked was a work print. So I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure if it's like the movie that was in the theater.
I'm not sure. I think it is. You might have been missing a scene or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So I'll wait when it comes out on. It's out on digital now. I'll probably try watching again.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's interesting.
But I make a lot of new stuff. I'm buying mostly older stuff now. I'm going to pass on a lot of the newer stuff and buy it later.
The only thing I've been buying is TV shows, really. And because there hasn't been anything for me to watch, so I've been watching these shows that I haven't ever seen and that I started an episode or two and really enjoyed. So I was like, I'm going to pick up the box set because I want to own it. Or I saw it already, but I haven't seen it in a long time and I wanted to rewatch them. So.
All right. Sounds good. So 4
yeah.
stars. And then what are we doing next week again? You said it was
Stephen King's
Sometimes
They Come Back. We'll be back next Sunday.
I already saw that once a long time ago, so I'll be glad to see it again.
Yeah, nice. And me and Scarphead check Scarphead's channel because me and him did a review for Image Comics, The Creature from the Black Lagoon. We reviewed the entire 4 issues of the graphic novel.
Yeah, we'll be doing Dracula next.
Yeah, Dracula we'll be doing next. So be on the lookout. If you guys have been reading those Universal Monster comics. So, yeah. And, other than that, appreciate you guys always hanging out with us. I hope you guys have a great week. As always, man, we appreciate it. And we'll see you next Sunday for Sometimes They Come Back. Adapted.
Maybe we won't.
Appreciate you guys dropping in as always. Have a great night. Peace out, y'all.
Groovy.